goes on. As they walk across, they actually do notice that on the sidewalk, there is already a line forming of people trying to get into the convention center. A wide variety of people, both dressed just kind of like in everyday clothes. Some folks who look like they're here on business. Plenty of honey-based commerce work to be done here at the convention center, and a few people in costume as well. Some people dressed up as bears, some people dressed up as bees, some going a little bit more abstract and just literally dressing up as what they think is honey, some honey pots, honey jars, literally just a slab of honey. Lots of different kind of characters, lots of families, lots of strollers. And they're around there. There's someone in a golf cart driving back and forth, just making sure the line is nice and orderly. Looks like maybe a grandmother in her like 60s who's doing it in her retirement, just making it with a loudspeaker, just going,
all right, make sure everybody keep back. We gotta make sure that everybody's staying in a nice orderly line. We'll get you all in here in just a moment.
Yeah, you're about there are probably maybe, as you cross that point on the street, there's probably maybe 15 people, like past where you are that you'd have to get in line, behind if you wanted to get in line there. Maybe 30 people in front of you. They don't seem to be bearing you any mind. They're a lot more focused on the fire across the street than, a bunch of shoddily dressed bears. But yeah. What are you guys feeling?
Randall asks the person with the microphone, how long will it take to get to admission?
And here's something I'll mention too. All of you can talk to each other very well. All of you cannot necessarily easily talk to people. You can pretend, you can make these similar mouth sounds that you hear people make and assume that they sound good enough. What was your question again, Randall?
He wants to know how long... Hey, guy with the megaphone, how long will it take for us to get to the front of the line?
I promise that it won't take very long for everybody to get through here. Just please be patient, sir. Child. Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't...
She's already driving away.
Okay. I got this. I know how we can get up front.
Do tell.
I look down at him and I'm like, how?
Okay. You see that group of bees up there way at the front?
Yeah.
And sure enough, there is about a crowd of about 4 people in very felty bee costumes, yellow or black and yellow. They look pretty hot in this otherwise August weather, but they look pretty good.
Wait, hot as in attractive?
Not
or...
actually sexy bees, no.
Okay.
But it looks like
That's
they're pretty.
a different convention.
Yeah, it looks like they're pretty like they're sweating under those things, but they're pretty well covered and they're just waiting in line patiently.
I got this. Not the bees!
And okay, I'm gonna have you. Let's see here. Go ahead and roll a criminal check for me on this one.
Don't fail me now. 5.
Okay, so everybody hears this come out of the honey badger. They're like, "Where's the bees? Where's the bees?" And one person sucker punches one of the people in the bee costumes. It's like, "That's what you get." And that person is taken out of the line by security. That person in the bee costume stands back up, brushes off. Their fellow bee friends are like, "Are you okay, man?" And now you have one less person in line, and a bunch of people looking at Randall, trying to figure out why he shouted that.
That goes right.
I will say, since he did fail one, take 1 point out of criminal and put it into bear for you there. So now you have 4 points in bear, 2 points in criminal. It means you're going to succeed more at bear things, less so at criminal until you get more things going on for criminal later on.
All right.
So now you got 29 people waiting in line. Now 28, 27. People are getting through. It's just taking a little bit.
Kuwu goes up to tries to go up to the front and just stares at the ticket booth person.
So the ticket person is a gal in her probably early 20s. This is probably a gig she does on the side when she's not at college. She looks up, kind of does a double take. Looks
Kubu
again.
like smushes his face into the glass.
Oh boy.
Can I help you, sir? Hello?
I would like to get in with my friends now, please.
You'll need tickets.
How much for the tickets?
$10 a piece, please.
Kubu tries to like put the tokens
She's
into
like-
the little like money pit.
She's like looking behind her at her supervisor who's not paying attention right now. And she's like, this isn't money.
Kubu like pounds on the glass and is just like, can I please get in with my friends, please?
Okay, go ahead and I'll say roll a bear check on this, actually.
Bear check? Okay.
Yep, so you're gonna roll one, and you know what? Just because you're so big, I'll go ahead and let you roll an advantage on that, because it would be pretty terrifying to have this like, honestly 8-foot tall creature trying to like bang on the admission. You're taller than the actually admission booth. It's one of those ones they roll out. Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Okay, I rolled a 3.
Okay, yeah. She's like,
Succeed.
if you leave me alone, please. Yeah, sure, great. And she slips underneath 6 general admission tickets to HoneyCon. She's like, please.
Kubu like grabs the bracelets and just like raises his little paws up and is staring at his friends. Doesn't say anything, just stares at them and is like kind of like pawing, like, you know, the when people do the yeah, they kind of like move their hands up and down slightly in a paw shape. That's what he's doing.
I will say you did use your arcade tokens, so you don't get those back, but you do now have 6 convention tickets for your whole crew.
All right, everyone.
Well, when in doubt, just force the thing. Well, I'd say we go ahead and get it.
All right, so you got the tickets. Yeah, you're still about there's still about 15 people in line, but now you don't have to worry about what happens when you get to the front of the line, because now you'll be able to hand in your tickets and get in. Do you just want to wait, or do you want to try to get yourself up in the line a little bit faster?
Let's see.
Brucey looks in his bag to check on the condition of the dipping dots.
The Dippin' Dots are becoming a little less dots and more of a swirl, but they're still cold enough to be eaten. Actually, as you check in that, hold on, give me 1 second here. Number 99, let me check and see what that is. In addition to your Dippin' Dots, next to your Dippin' Dots, you find yourself a 64-pack of Crayola crayons with a built-in sharpener in the back.
Nice.
Thank you to Cutting Dolphin for the $30 to add some chaos to the heist.
Ooh, I have an idea. I know what we can do with that, Bruce.
What is it?
What if we drew an arrow on the ground and had people start lining up a different direction and tell them that there's another entrance somewhere else, you know? And then we can just fake them and we can just kind of mosey on in a little faster.
I think that's a great idea. You know, I got my big paws. I'm a big grizzly bear. I don't know if I feel good about drawing something. Would anyone else a little smaller, shorter to the ground?
He eyeballs disappointed, and Randall.
Randy. I say,
And-
Randy, you're small enough.
Randall.
Good luck, shorty.
So you two get the crayons here. Do you agree to jump in on this?
Fine.
All right. I'm gonna
Wow,
have
twinsies.
that was simultaneous. Yeah. I'm gonna have both of you roll a criminal check, and we'll just take whoever. If we have a success either one, we'll take it. So go ahead and roll a d6, and let me know what you get.
While they're rolling, Kubu's just like
Five.
patiently in line.
So it's a failure and a failure.
No,
Okay.
both fail.
So you get busy drawing. I'm gonna say you missed the part of, or disappointed. You missed the part about drawing a line, and instead you draw a very pretty picture. What is it?
It's honey.
It's honey. You draw a beautiful little honey pot on the ground. People are like,
And some
aw.
bees. It's got some bees, and it's really nice. And I just look up to everybody, and I really am like, we were here to celebrate honey. Let's just, draw on the floor and hope that the crowd likes it.
Yeah. Actually, turns out people behind you actually do like the picture. Like, oh, you're so talented. What good job. That's really nice. They stay in line though. And Randall, you really try hard to like think through like the logistics behind the lines, but instead people from the parking lot start lining up in front of you as a result of the lines you made. And 3 more people get in front of you before you eventually get past your drawing.
But I need to stay with my group. Just, fine, I'll wait back here.
You do eventually get back with your group, but unfortunately nothing changes too much. But there are only about 6 more people in front of you at this point. So I'll say maybe you just kind of wait your turn, and you eventually get up to the front. Like, tickets please. Did you hand out tickets to everybody, or are you still holding on to all of them?
I'm holding on to them, kind of just like one by one. Brucey like comes up to grab his, and Kubu just gives it to him. Randall does the same. Bonnie as well.
I'm like,
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you for saying thank you. Unlike the other 2 ungratefuls. Then then Kubu starts to like hand the bracelet. Wait, is Disappointed with us?
Yes, I'm coming. I'm running, and I want to jump.
Okay, yeah, Disappointed like running up, and then Kubu, instead of just giving the bracelet, is like dangling it above Disappointed.
Holy crap! Oh my god, it's so cool. Wait a minute. Sorry, bears don't do that. I'm a bear.
Oh yeah, you're right. And then just Kubu just keeps lowering it.
Let's resist.
Randall grouses in the corner that Kuwu is so high up that he could not hear his thanks.
Kuwu finally just gives the bracelet. Disappointed, having gotten a pretty good laugh out of it.
All right, so you hand out your bracelets. Everybody's got one. You show them to the front ticket counter or ticket taker person. And now you're officially away from the sidewalk and now in the main entrance of the convention center. There are additional ticket booths on the inside for people who like are picking up their big passes and things like that, VIPs and all that. And then a little bit beyond that is an information booth that is kind of swarmed by people as they are trying to rush their way into the convention center. It had opened maybe about 45 minutes ago, so people are trying to still sneak their way in and try to get to their panels and things for the day. And they're like, there's a person maybe in their like mid 40s who's like, be sure to grab your convention info forms. We want to make sure everybody knows what's going on. The schedule of events for today, free for anybody who wants them.
Brucey hears that, and he's like, "Oh,
Free? We get free stuff.
He walks up to it and like is trying to get one."
All right, yeah. He's like, "Oh, here you go. Enjoy the convention today." And you look inside. It's some pretty bog standard convention stuff. There is a schedule of events. It looks like there's a keynote address from the CEO of the convention to take place in about the next 10 minutes or so. There is a cosplay contest in about 30 minutes, and just a couple of little like panels about beekeeping. The folks from the beeswax business are trying to have a panel on 100 best uses for beeswax. There is the Anti-Bear Alliance, who's putting on how to stop bears from barreling through your stuff. That's in about 45 minutes, and you actually do see some people with shirts that explicitly have a picture of a bear on it with a big red X over it. They're eyeing your group a little bit, but they're like, dang cosplays, as you were waiting in line there. And it has another picture of the map in there, and a little bit of history of HoneyCon. Just one man who happened to own a very large honey conglomerate who decided to put on an annual convention to find the world's best honey. Not a whole lot of other information in there.
While Brucey's at the information booth,
yeah,
he does want to ask like where because he sees on the map there's a Joe's Discount Liquor and Honey. But
Yeah.
he's like, where can we find like the best honey? He's like, trying in his bear voice.
Yeah.
Where find honey?
Yeah, well, this is HoneyCon, so you can pretty much find it anywhere you want. You'll find plenty over towards the main stage. That's where the 4 main competitors are hanging out. Let's see, they're the Council of Apis, the Joe's Discount Liquor and Honey, Honey, and Be Good Honey Corporation. Those are the big 4. I think they're handing out samples if you head in there. You can also buy some, I think. Otherwise, the food court's good, too. What was that last bit?
I love samples.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Like shouts it out.
And you hear in the crowd too. Yeah, I love samples too. Who's not giving out samples? It's pretty bustling in there for what it's worth. So you just barely heard over the din, but yeah. You're hearing about these four kind of, I guess, companies inside that are giving out their honey in little splashes, but they also have a supply there too. So yeah,
Okay.
you guys are inside the convention center. Go ahead.
Sorry, with this knowledge in hand, he makes his way back to the group.
Okay. By the way, as Brucey runs over to the information desk to check it out, Ryder, you find, thanks to Taeldy's $28.99, which I'm just going to round up along with Purple Snow Queen's $1.01, number 41, which ends up being that's nice, a plate of freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. They're still hot.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay. I just start smelling that, and I kind of open my bag and was like, well, hot dog. It's not hot dogs, but it is hot and it smells good.
Are those the free samples? Someone kind of glances over your shoulder as they see this plate of cookies that are literally still steaming, coming out of your bag here. Some of the chocolate smushed on the inside of the bag as you try to pull it out, but yeah. There you go. You got a plate of cookies.
All right, yeah, I'll think of something to do with that.
All right, so you're in the convention center. Inside, you do actually hear over the loudspeaker.
Attention, attention. The keynote address will begin in 3 minutes. Please find your seats. We'll begin in 3 minutes.
Keynote address.
Bruce, did they say anything about what the keynote address was about or who is speaking? Like, do we even care?
Well, I got this pamphlet saying what it does,
He can't really remember what he like. I don't know who the keynote address is. Like, he reads the pamphlet.
Yeah, so
Just
he's
so everyone- he holds it up for everyone to see.
He's holding it up, and there is kind of like the insert of like a hardcover book, kind of like about the author section. There's a piece there with a picture of a man probably in his higher 50s, balding mostly, wearing a very expensive looking suit and smiling almost a little too weirdly, saying, "Former CEO of Be Good Honey, Darian Jensen, keynote address, 11:45 or 10:45 a.m." And there's not really anything else written there.
Wanna go?
Well, this might be a good opportunity because if everybody's going to the address, then that means less people on the convention floor and more time for us to get here and to get what we need out of this.
Just so you know, the map shows that all of the good honey brands are there in the main stage area.
True. But the best honey, now I'm imagining it's gonna be showing up here at the very main back in that employee vendor parking spot. So we got, looking at the map, there's 2 ways to get to that there place. It's through the VIP lounge or a staging spot by the main stage. Puts you into maintenance. Now, if we want to hit that thing big, we need to find a way to sneak on over there.
Wait a second. Didn't they say something about a cosplay contest? What if we pretend to cosplay as bears, and while we're up by the staging area to get onto the main stage to show off our costumes, we just kind of skedaddle through that door.
That seems like a pretty good idea. Need to
That
find
sounds
out where
good
to
to
sign
me.
up for this thing, though.
Yeah, make sure the judges don't hate bears.
Is there any info in the pamphlet about that?
We could bribe them with chocolate chip cookies.
Yes, actually, you do look inside. There is a section about the cosplay contest. It says something along the lines of, our 45th annual cosplay contest at the 50th annual HoneyCon. Sign-ups over near the souvenir stand. First prize is 4 VIP passes to the VIP lounge, along with a personal meet and greet with the current owner of HoneyCon, Darian Jensen. Second prize is $50 and a pot of honey from Be Good Honey Corp. And third prize is tickets to 2019's HoneyCon.
I think we should. That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, get this in the back.
Yeah, so what we could do is we can split our ways, right? So we can try to go into the staging area through the door, but if that fails, then we can try to win and then go to the VIP section. So that's 2 attempts at trying to get this.
Yeah.